Hello and welcome to this live stream. We are still waiting for a couple of guests. In matter of fact, the organizers of the entire Malmö Wargaming Weekend, and it's just me, Nicholas, who is running the Dead by Dice YouTube channel here, and Erik Winterqvist, who is the organizer on the hotel side of things here. Welcome, Erik.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we are both Swedes living in Malmö, but we are talking or speaking in English because this was it was decided by the organizers that that would be best. So when they show up, we just continue in English. Well, yes. Welcome you who might be watching this live stream. Let's see how long it will be. We hope that Martin and hopefully Oscar, also from the Malmö Miniature Game Foundation or Förening, Malmö Figurspelsförening, as it's called, if they show up. So, but in any ways, Malmö Wargaming Weekend, it takes place next weekend, the 22nd and 23rd of October at Malmö Quality Hotel View, and that's where you come in, Erik.
Yeah, that's correct.
What?
I'm the sales manager for Quality Hotel View here in Malmö Hyllie.
And as I understand, you work with several kinds of gaming venues that takes place there.
Yeah.
So can you tell me a little about your work?
Yeah, we're quite big venue where the largest room, the main hall is like 5 square meters, and that's the main venue for this event. And for other events, we have electrical gaming like and so forth before. And this is the first time the Malmö Wargaming Weekend going to be in our venue. They've been in Hyllie before, but this time it's our turn to host it. I think it's going to be over 200 people who is going to be there. And the hotel is, you have a hotel room, you have this big conference area that you can use for all the gaming. And then we have a big dining hall as well, where we serve a buffet just on Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
And a bar, of course, that opens during the afternoon.
Oh, right. Yeah, I have seen the schedule, and let's take a look at that a little bit later.
Yeah.
But you say 500 people. Is that 500 persons that is participating in gaming?
It must be a misunderstanding. The hall is 500 square meter. Okay. I think it's 200 people who's going to be on the event, as they say on their homepage.
Okay. So, yeah. So these 200.
Yeah.
So these 200 are they going to play or actively participate, or is it including visitors, spectators, or is there any possibility to participate as a spectator?
I don't know that actually, because what I know is only that is like an event for the participants.
Yeah.
But I think people are maybe welcome. I don't know. I hope Martin and Oscar is going in where I think they know more about that.
Yes, we'll save those questions for them. But you say 500 square meters. It's a pretty big, big. Or is there going to be a lot of big tables and small tables?
Yeah.
And do you know anything about the structure of?
I think it's going to be like that because they have the main event, like the 4K Warhammer 40K. I think
40K. Yeah.
Yeah. They're going to have that in a big hall, and then they have other miniature gaming in a little smaller conference rooms as well. That is going to be the main one, and then I think they're going to have like some board games in the breakout area just outside, and we have ice cream and popcorn. during the whole event. That is included.
Oh,
Yeah.
great! It's
And popcorn is, I think popcorn you can use it. It's I think you can use it when you play board game. It's not like cheese doodles or chips or anything.
no.
So
Okay,
it's
so
not that.
yeah, I guess that those miniatures are pretty
Sorry.
sensible
Yeah.
to things.
Yeah.
I guess.
Because otherwise that's quite taboo
Yeah,
in the board gaming.
yeah,
Yeah. Just
yeah,
hard cookies.
yeah. Yes, there are special candies for
Yeah.
gamers candies.
Yeah. Or you
Yeah.
have to use like Chinese chopsticks to eat the cheese
Yes.
doodles. Yeah.
I saw this amazing. I have to talk about this because we were waiting for the other guests. But I saw this amazing documentary on YouTube where a guy who had an entire landscape for Dungeons and Dragons in his cellar. It was one of the biggest I've ever seen. Well, I haven't seen so many, but it was enormous. But and he played with his group, but no one could ever touch anything in this enormous landscape. They had to sit on a distance, and he picked everything with gloves and so on. And of course, that is it's delicate, and you have spent so many thousands of hours in painting these things. I guess so. So of course it's emotional for you
Of
to
course.
bring them to new places.
Yeah. That's great. It's like a kid who has a dad who has this great landscape. They only can watch it. They can't play with it because
yes, they can probably do that when they grow up.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah. And but Eric,
cool.
do you know anything about if there is going to be some kind of cosplay events also? Because I have seen some images. I can switch over to those and see here.
I really hope so. I have seen the pictures as well. It would be great, cool to have like a big space marine just walk by.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
I have here. I have a picture of Quality Hotel. I don't know if you are watching the YouTube at the same time. You don't need to, but I can. There is a picture taken from your hotel website, and to get to Hyllie for a foreigner, how do you get there?
Yeah, that's the best part with our venue. Actually, I used to say like we are 12 minutes from the world. You land at the Copenhagen airport, and then you go down to the metro. I think it's the trains, and then you just take the perron that's called Malmö, and then you are 12 minutes from Hyllie station. Just then the bridge, and then you're there. And then if the station could be any nearer, it would be in our lobby. So it's it's very, very easy. Yeah, if you're from Sweden, go by train. You just sit tight and then wait to Hyllie station, and then you are there.
So if you're going from Sweden to Hyllie, you're still just 12 minutes from the world.
Actually, it's easier if you fly. If you're going to fly or not by train, it's easier to fly to Copenhagen airport than it is to Sturup airport, actually, to get to Hyllie. So it's easy, actually. So it's cool, and the place Hyllie is quite cool because you have this big shopping mall, you have an arena, you have it all there, actually.
Yeah, so that's perfect.
So quite cool.
So I have just changed slide here, and we have an image of kind of a big hall with a lot of chairs and some kind of lecture hall or a conference room with chairs. Are those rooms also going to be? There is. It looks like a big hall, maybe 500 square meters could be. But are there also smaller rooms that are going to be used?
Yeah. Actually, we have the. I'm not sure, but what games they're going to be in the other. I quite forgot that, but we have like I think it's 7 rooms. Otherwise, around 70 square meters that I put up some tables as well with other gaming, figure gaming.
Yeah.
So it's going to be actually it's going to start I think in the morning by 8 o'clock, and they are going to around 9. The last one, just Saturday and Sunday. So it's going to be a main event, and I have promised Martin to open the bar a little earlier, like in 3 o'clock. So there, and they have the possibility to eat a buffet every day. Some days a pizza buffet, and the other one is a hamburger buffet, if they like. And they're going to can pay that on the venue directly if they haven't pre-ordered.
Yeah. Okay.
So we have everything there.
Yeah.
And then you have the hotel room, of course. You don't have to go out. You just take the elevator near to the conference rooms.
Yeah.
So you don't have to go outdoors. So I think it's quite an easy place to be.
I read that there might be still tickets for the venue left to buy still.
Okay,
but
cool.
Are there also do you have rooms left for people that needs to stay there also?
Yeah, I think so. I
For
hope
that
so.
weekend.
On a Saturday, it's easier to get. From Saturday to Sunday we have. But if you have to come like the day before, I think we're fully booked actually.
Yeah.
But
they can ask still. So
of course they can, and they have got this like a booking code to use when they get into our web page.
Yeah.
So they get the right price.
Great. Now I will change picture here on the background of our stream, where we see a large room with a lot of tables and some miniature games. I don't know. Maybe we should have our other guests that hasn't shown up yet to describe these, but I will switch over to a picture here of I think it's some kind of Warhammer space stuff guy. If anyone looking at the stream knows where this comes from and the game it's from, please write that in the comments, because we do not know actually, but it looks really cool. So this is from the 2018 venue, I think, and it's there seems to be quite a lot of cosplay going on there. So there might be. I mean, it feels like it should be kind of a good world or realm to cosplay in, actually, because they're so it's like big armor guys. I think looks really cool. And here we see also children participating, or at least checking out. I don't know about this photo, if it's a child from someone who actually is playing, or if this child is playing herself. I don't know about it feels like it's a culture mainly for guys, but hopefully there are some girls too into it. Eric, we have a schedule here, and it says there are 4 main games, and it starts 8 o'clock with the registration on the Saturday.
I have actually started the YouTube now, so I can see what the other pictures.
Okay, yeah, I think you see with a little bit of a delay. I think now there's a schedule I'm showing here.
Yeah.
So it says only game 1, game 2, and game 3, and there are different colors on these.
But I think if you look up on the upper front there, it says 40K.
Yep.
Horus, Heresy, Eos, and Malfoy. Yeah.
Age of Sigmar, I think.
Age of
AOS.
Sigma, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
And Malifaux. I'm not sure what the game is, but they are. It seems like these games are running in parallel.
Yeah, that's correct.
Are they then running in the same room, or is it?
No.
No.
No, we're gonna have the 40K is in the big hall. But I think that's the main event, main, but that's the biggest event actually. And then we have Horus Heresy and Age of Sigmar and Malifaux in other rooms, in the smaller conference rooms.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
All right. So there are probably then a lot of tables running only 40K, and then do you know if there is it's like a competition where it will end up with two like a final or something?
I think so. Actually, I think so. I didn't be on the event in 2018. It wasn't in our hotel, but I think it's set that it should be like that. I think so. So it's like
That's great. And it's running here from 8 o'clock when the registration starts, and the game starts at 8:45 to 9 o'clock. It seems like all of them start at the same time, and all of them are 3 hours long.
Yeah.
And then there is a pause for 1.5 hours. Then there are the game 2, and then there is a pause for 1 hour, and then there is game 3, and that is the entire first day, I think. Do you know anything about? Will they rearrange during the next day if there is finals or something?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
I think maybe so, because they are the one who are, all I do is put out the tables, and then they have everything and take with them. So they do the furnishing and everything in the room as well.
Yeah. Yes. Well, yes. And do I have another picture here? No, I do not. If you go by car to Quality View Hotel, to this venue, where do you park? Is there a parking places outside the hotel, or how is that arranged?
We have Hyllie have quite a lot of parking spaces actually, but it's of course like in any big town or bigger town, it's with a cost. Of course, because we have this company Parkering Malmö, who owns everything. Also our hotel parking lot in the cellar. But if you go through Malmö Arenagatan, and then it's I think it's Arenagatan like 4 or something. But you see it. It's on the right side. It's on the other side of the hotel. So you have to go down in the cellar with the car. Just follow the signs. You should manage. Yeah, you should. If you can manage those miniature gaming, you can manage to find the garage. Yeah.
Will you be there, Eric, at the venue checking it out?
Yeah, actually, I'm going to be there because I'm going to be every weekend. The manager will have like a jour, like a manager on duty, and I've switched, so I'm going to be that on this weekend, of course.
Oh yeah, so it's a tactical switch for.
Yeah, it was a tactical switch. Yeah. So it's going to be cool to see everything and to be a part of it. So I'm not going to be there all the time, but maybe I'll take my son with me to see. He can see. I need to raise him into the gaming hobby, I think.
Yep. Yes. In any way, yes. It's the same for me, but and I think it might be appreciated by the kids just to see these big landscapes, because it's a very beautiful kind of gaming, I think. In board games and role-playing games, there are not so much to look at. You can't just walk by and see what's going on, but actually that is one of the advantages in this kind of gaming, that
Yeah, it is.
you can really see it, and it's often big and massive and beautiful
Yeah.
kind of game. So what is you most excited about, Eric, in this?
I'm quite excited just for the whole thing. I think it's so cool to have this on a hotel, because I think it's quite unique now, because I have a background like you in role-playing games and board games, and in the 90s you spend your days in schools, in gymnastic halls, you slept, and you out this fralla. But now we have grown up, and now we can use this kind of venues instead, where you get a comfy bed, you can eat right, you have a nice atmosphere around it. So I think I'm very excited to host, to be a part to host this event.
Yeah,
The whole thing.
that's lovely. And have you ever? I mean, this is the 6th time, according to their webpage, that they
it is.
throw it. Have you been participating before?
No, I haven't. Actually, they have been to the other hotel venue in Hyllie, and now we have finally got them to our place, and I'm very glad that we could make an arrangement to have them at our place instead. So I haven't seen it. I haven't been there at all. So I'm quite excited as well. I don't know what to expect.
Great. Do you think that people bring their kids, or is it a
I don't know.
You don't see that on the hotel bookings.
Yeah, because as you said, there was cosplay and you saw some kids there, and I hope they're going to be like people who's going to get by and can see this event. I really hope so.
Do you know if there is going to be some kind of market? Sometimes there is a fair or some exhibitors that.
I think they're going to have some exhibition, something. I think they're going to have some board gaming in the breakout area. I think so, but I'm not sure. Actually, I'm not.
No.
But I hope, because if you look at the picture on the webpage, it looks like that.
Yeah,
it looks like they're going to be quite an event.
Yeah, and I suppose that Games Workshop is quite a central player in this area with I mean, Warhammer 40K comes from the.
I think all the game, actually. I think Malifaux is not them. Otherwise, I think all the 3 games I can see here. Is Games Workshop, I think.
It seems very heavily influenced by Games Workshop. Do you have any child memories from the Warhammer era, or?
I have. I think it was in the early 80s or the 90s. A friend of mine get back from England. He's been there on like a språkresa. You travel there to learn the language. You didn't learn the language. You did everything else. And then he had this book with him, because then it was not a box. It was a book. And then he had bought some miniature games, and we put up that on the living room table with just cardboard. It was not paint. It wasn't real trees. Just like cardboard boxes, a coffee package there, and then we used it. But I have tried it, but I think I don't have the patience to paint everything, because I think you have to do that. And then you paint everything, and then but I think it's fun. It's really fun.
It's so beautiful. I'm just like you. I cannot paint. I mean, roller. That's my kind of painting level. So, but I remember when in Malmö they had in the end of the 80s they had this Games Workshop at Hamngatan.
Okay,
they had
cool.
this small little Games Workshop shop.
Okay, cool.
where all the kids were hanging out there, and looking at the big walls of paint, and
Yeah,
all the figures and
yeah,
everything, and everything was so cool, but you didn't know how to play anything
yeah,
of it,
yeah,
or if it even was a game, or it was
yeah,
just like a grown-ups toy store,
yeah,
with the
yeah,
small figures.
yeah,
And then I also played the Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay. That's where I
yeah,
started the role
yeah,
play. But the Warhammer 40K was also a thing then. But I never, and I think I was too small to
yeah,
get into that, because it was kind of expensive. I think it
yeah. It
was an
was.
expensive hobby then too,
Yeah,
because it's not like one single ninja attacking
yeah.
another, but it's armies. You have
It's
to
obvious. Yeah,
pay them, you have to paint them, you have
yeah, yeah,
to arrange them.
yeah.
So
It's
it was
because
not a
yeah,
Mm,
but see, I had forgot about the Warhammer, the role playing game there, because the world in that one, the I think it's called the old world. It's so
yeah,
cool.
yes,
And I think we played this adventure called like Shadows over Bogenhafen or something like that.
yeah,
It
yeah,
was
yeah,
so cool
yeah.
with demons and
Yeah,
great.
it was a little bit more, violent
Yeah, it was.
than Drakar and Demoner.
Yeah, it was.
It was something else, and I
Yeah,
remember we played that in a friend. His parents had a pottery down in
yeah,
Limhamn, old Limhamn, and we sat in the pottery, six
yeah,
guys playing a Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay all weekends,
yeah.
and it was a really cool thing.
Yeah,
But
and what I liked about it was the career path. You start
yeah.
like a rat catcher, and then when you are a rat catcher, you have to be a witch hunter. It was like I you had everything to look forward to. It's like the leveling was
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. And then,
yeah,
yeah, and it's and the leveling what was amazing thing. But of course, when you were young and your character died, or you had some mean game master that killed your character because you did something at school, that was not really good.
yeah, 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 that's cool.
So, yeah. Oh well, it was a really yeah. Do you have anything else to say, Eric? Because I mean,
What I can say is,
we could talk about role playing games and board
yeah,
games,
yeah, well,
infinite. But
yeah, we can.
this was
But
about the miniature
no,
game.
it was like the Wargaming Weekend actually. But
Yeah,
what I can say is like I think the venue I represent is quite good to have like conventions and like this kind of weekends, board games and role playing games. I think we have a great possibility to use this venue, not only ours but everything. You don't have to be at school anymore when you
no,
do these things. You can actually be in a hotel, and it don't have to be expensive. Actually, it
no,
doesn't. I
okay.
don't think it's going to be more expensive than the the schools, I think.
No, I don't know either.
Yeah,
But that sounds very promising. I mean,
yeah,
and in this time, it may be the middle-aged people that will go to these venues. It could be so really nice if there was also more like these venues aimed towards maybe
yeah,
younger people, because I remember when going to Damfriskolan, and we
yeah,
had some you had to sleep there
yeah,
in the gymnastiksal, and
yeah,
you played 24/7.
yeah.
It was
It was
cool in
great.
its way, but they don't do that anymore. I don't think
No,
the
no,
land.
I don't think. I remember Borås Spelkonvent.
Huh?
That was my main, and I
Yes.
remember this. I think it was 93 or 94. Like we have this guy called Mark Rainhagen. He was the inventor of the Vampire the role playing game. He was there, and Keith Herber, the man who made Cthulhu, actually. I think the good ones, and they both were there.
Yeah.
And it was whoa. Then I didn't realize how big it was, but now in hindsight, I think, wow, that was really cool. I've met Keith Herbert and Mark Reinhagen.
Yeah.
And I think that is a possibility to. I don't know, but just fly them in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're going to talk about it like that. And then I remember, like, if you talk figure gaming, like Kelly's Hjältar, have you seen that diorama?
Yeah.
Well, great. I will have to do something like that, Niklas.
Yeah. Absolutely. Just do it. There's nothing stopping you.
No.
Well, but in those times it was also only for kids. I mean, the parents in these days, back in the 80s, 90s, when this started, the parents they didn't have a clue what was going on. They just well, you're going to school on Saturday. Well, yeah, sure. Bye, see ya.
Yeah, I didn't realize.
They didn't even have a clue at all. Nowadays, people or parents are more informed, of course.
Yeah.
But in this case, it is the parents
who
are playing.
Mostly. Yeah, it is.
I guess.
And the kids just shake their head and don't know what are they doing.
Yeah, it's like opposite. It's reversed.
Yeah, it is.
So yeah, those are very different times. But in a hotel or in a school, no matter, it's really nice that this is a thing and going on. I think
it's good.
So
great, and I like to be part of this. It's going to be so cool now next weekend.
Well, if there is a possibility to come and visit, you can eat at the hotel at least.
Yeah, of course you can.
Yep. So it's open for eating guests, and so if there is any people coming just for the day or living elsewhere.
Yeah. And if I have the one who is decided, I think everyone is welcome, of course.
Yeah.
To watch and to be a spectator for this event, and I hope that's okay.
Yeah, I think that it could be a nice thing to have, like camera setups, or you have like a big screening hall, and you could have 3 or 4 camera system where you have close-ups of these landscapes, and you could watch it on a screen elsewhere to sit down, because there might be, of course, an issue with watching or seeing this kind of gaming when if you are in a distance. If there are 100 people around the table, you probably won't see anything.
No.
So that could be something for the future. I would like to set up a thing like that. Technically, I love cameras, so I could definitely set up.
Are you going to be there and look at it?
I don't know. I haven't. I don't have a ticket. I saw the tickets were quite expensive, but I think those tickets were for people that is participating in the competition. Yeah. So it was not, and it was not tickets for spectators.
Yeah.
But, well, if I have a mission to accomplish there, I would probably go there.
You can talk to the organizer there. I think
you
have to hijack them with a microphone.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll see about that. I think they will contact me if that's interesting. So
yeah, cool.
Well, Eric, do you have anything else in mind that you want to confess?
No, actually
about
not.
This?
Actually, I don't, and I hope maybe they contact you, and maybe they can do another show where they show up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. We haven't had any questions because there is no people to ask.
It's just you. It's just us.
So my welcome message is still on the blackboard.
Yeah.
On the chat box. Yeah. But Eric, it was really nice talking to you, at least.
You too.
And I hope we can do something onwards with
I think
about
so.
gaming, board gaming, and role-playing gaming. Which is
I have some ideas actually. Just talked about board gaming. That's my main passion right now.
that's perfect. First time I met you, you said I want to make an entire program about Agricola.
Yeah, I think I saw. I said Hansa Teutonica. I think.
Yeah.
I said.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
the. I think I can talk about that for an hour.
Yeah. So if anyone's watching this, look out for my and Eric's sessions about other kinds of gaming. And well, even if we were missing 50%, the 50% most important people in this in this live stream, we had a really great time at least.
Yeah, we
and
had.
Eric. So
Good.
we hope you had too.
Good.
Okay, let's say bye for now, and see you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.